Hello there everyone, welcome back to another video about Star Wars Unlimited. I have got the 2-player Set 2 starter deck here, which I'm going to be opening and reviewing. I appreciate I'm a little late on this, apologies, got very much swept up in the hype of Set 2 releasing. I didn't really have a good opportunity to post this, but we're going to talk about how good is this starter deck for new players, and we're also going to talk about how good is this starter deck for people who already play the game, and is it worth your money. So here it is, and there's a whole list of all the cards you get in it on the back, but we're going to open it and see those, so no need to bother with that. So let's go ahead. This has actually been sitting on my bedroom floor for about 4 days, because I haven't yet felt a compulsion to build a Mandalorian deck, but I did recently, so I was like, oh, I should probably get on this. So inside you are going to get 2 of these playmats, which also double as posters, and we'll see if I can actually get those out. We get a load of tokens and we get some deck boxes too, and I will come back to these deck boxes shortly. And then inside there we get our 2 bricks of cards, which are helpfully labeled. So hopefully we didn't get any manufacturing errors. We'll come to the cards in a moment, but just a quick word on what you get inside here. So you get a how to play book. This is fine, it teaches you the rules. No quick start guide, which I think would have been useful, just the major stuff. 2 sets of tokens here, only 1 initiative token, a little bit annoying. I wish there'd been 2, because if you're splitting this with someone, which very much could happen, then you would probably want an initiative token each. But to be fair, I believe you are meant to get, I've got these here. Now I can't remember which one it is, but you're meant to get one of these for purchasing the starter deck. I suspect it's this token holder, which is obviously fantastic if you're just getting that. If it's the initiative token, then I care less, but yeah. So you get the initiative token there, and then you get that too. So, in terms of the deck boxes, they fold together very nicely, but I've got a problem, because as you can see, so here's how it goes together, and as you can see, this is probably going to do single sleeved. It's definitely not going to do double over sleeved. It might do double inner sleeve, but here I've got a grab a sleeve here. I've got a 1-piece sleeve, and we can see as that goes in there, it will fit sleeved cards, but only single sleeve. So you cannot double sleeve this, which is a bit annoying. But yeah, anyway, these deck boxes are totally fine, completely inoffensive, just nice little pieces there. And then on these playmats, so what we've got here is you unfurl it, and on one side, I'll show you, we've got the playmat, right? So you can, and it's got a little reference, it's got rules things. This is very good for someone who's learning. And then once you don't need it anymore, it doubles as a poster. I think this is an excellent idea. As crappy as the poster is, I have no idea why this isn't a really standard card game thing, because I'm always never going to use those playmats normally, but I actually might use it as a poster. So there we go. All right, and then on to the actual cards. We've got Mando and we've got Moff Gideon. Let's start off with the Mandalorian. So a little bit of paper wrapping there comes right off, and we start off with the Mandalorian leader. So I'm not going to explain what he does, but I'll just tell you this is a blue Mando deck, and Mandalorian is basically sorry, my laptop was on there. And yeah, so the Mandalorian's basically going to be an upgrade focused deck. You're going to be getting value, you're going to be stalling out the game as much as you can until you hit the mid and late game, when your deck comes online and you've got loads of really, really powerful tools. So you're also going to get, should probably do it this way around, shouldn't I? You're going to get 3 of these tokens, experience and shield tokens. And then you're going to be getting 2 clan challenges, clan Ren Rescuer. This card is fine. You're going to get 3 Follower of the Way. And we're going to get our first exclusive card here. This is Grief Karga. So Grief Karga, hold up to the camera there. See if it can focus. Searches the top 5 cards. I'll try and adjust the settings while I show you this. So you search there we go, top 5 cards of your deck for an upgrade, reveal it and draw it. So obviously probably quite decent for a Mando deck, so nice to see in there. Grogu, I think this card's amazing. 0/5, just action, tap anything. This is essentially going to soak up 5 damage, because your opponent is going to want to deal with it anyway, or it's going to get hard removed, and either way you're probably happy with that exchange. You can also slap a lightsaber on him for comedy. We get 1 Quill. It is a main set uncommon. We get 3 of this bad card. We get 1 of this Mandalorian warrior, 2 protector. We get 3 village protectors, and I'll have to cycle back around to the top here. We get 2 Chenko collectors here. Now, here is our next exclusive. We've got Razor Crest. So it's Grief Karga, Grogu, and then Razor Crest. So this is a 4-drop 3/4 with Restore 2, and when played, you may return an upgrade from your discard pile to your hand. I think this deck is a pretty decent card. We get 1 rare, which is a Survivor's Gauntlet. I got more than enough of those. We get 1 the Armorer, we get a Cargo Juggernaut, we get 1 Fennec, we get a Public Enemy, we get a Wanted, we get 2 Wanteds, we get some Foundlings, which is a card you're never really going to want to be using, like in Constructed, and then we get some Resilience, we get some Rich Rewards, and we get Snapshot Reflexes, and we get Vambrace Grapple Shot. We get another rare here in Mandalorian Armor. And then we get our last exclusive. I'll come on to that in a second. We get 1 Surprise Strike, 1 Follow the Way, 1 Spare the Target, and 1 Fellow Dragon. These are all main set cards. Here is our last exclusive, which is Mandalorian, the Mandalorian's Rifle. And this card is the reason to play the Mandalorian. So it's a 3-cost upgrade that gives +3. And if you're attaching it to the Mandalorian, you just capture an exhausted enemy non-leader unit. So because of your Mandalorian ability, right, you're going to be able to exhaust anything with 6 or less remaining HP. So you're exhausting almost everything. And then you're just going to go ahead and immediately capture it with the rifle. And you've then got a 7/7 on the board, who's probably going to be quite difficult to handle. You chain that with something like a Relentless Pursuit, and you can capture a second thing and then give a shield, and yeah, you can really be cooking with this deck. So I think in terms of how this deck is to play in a one-on-one 2-player starter, it's going to be pretty janky, obviously, and I think like really it's just going to come down to like, do you see your power tools, which I think is, do you open Grogu and do you find the Mandalorian's Rifle? And if you do, it's going to feel very, very strong. The other thing is going to be basically like, do you like, which of these like various one-offs do you see? Are you seeing enough of them? I like what they're going for and giving you a lot of variety, lots of different cards to like try out, and I think it's fine that they've done that with all of these main set cards, because who cares, right? Like, you can get more of them, and the exclusives they give you 3 of. So I think that is fine. In terms of, is this worth it? I am going to say that this is absolutely worth it. If you plan on playing the Mandalorian, which, you know, who could have seen that coming? But basically, I think more so than is worth it, this is mandatory. I don't think you can... oh, apologies. I don't think you can feasibly play this leader without buying the starter deck. So, as I say, here are your 12 exclusive cards you're getting in this starter deck for the Mandalorian side. The rest of this is very much, you know, you get a couple rares, but none of them are crazy. Some tokens and stuff. But really, this is what you are paying for. You're paying for these exclusive cards, and they're very, very good. Now, what I would caution is, whilst these are all exclusive, they are going to be available in the weekly organised play kits. So you're going to be able to get them that way. I wouldn't stress out about getting them. You're going to be able to get them for very cheap. That being said, if you do just want to pick them up in the starters, that's absolutely fine. I think it's very reasonable value for money. Right, on to Moff Gideon. I think Moff Gideon is definitely the weaker of the two. This is another blue deck, Moff Gideon blue. Again, this is going to get the three tokens. So I'm just going to go through, and so you get bad card. Here we get a good rare. Dr. Pershing, this is a much better rare than we really saw in the Mandalorian deck. This is a reprint. That is our first starter deck card exclusive. So I'll just sort through all these and point out anything noteworthy. Most of this is pretty whatever at the moment. Some decent reprints, but nothing crazy. I will say a Death Trooper reprint is quite nice. Here's our next exclusive, we'll talk about in a moment. Now, a Super Laser Tech reprint is crazy, actually. Like, in terms of the cards they're reprinting, like, none of these are expensive, but just in terms of ease of access, like, if you're playing really low budget, you don't want to go out, you don't want to buy singles, you hate buying singles, like, just picking up the starter to get your 3 Super Laser Technician, to get 3 Death Trooper, amazing, right? Here we get the Client, which is an uncommon, but it's a very good uncommon. Keep going. Some decent stuff there. There's another starter deck card. Top target. Now here's another rare that's really nice to get, which is Legal Authority. So this is another very, very strong card. Let me keep going here. Timely Intervention, nice common. Confiscate reprint, which is very, very solid, and then that is our last exclusive there. So in terms of the chaff, basically, the chaff is way, way better in the Moff Gideon starter. Like, it's actually night and day how much better the stuff you don't really care about is, to the point where, like, you know, you are getting cards of like noticeable playability and noticeable value, right? Now, in terms of the starter deck exclusives, we start off with Incinerator Trooper. So this is here we go, a 2-drop 2/2. While attacking, this unit deals combat damage before the defender. So this is a build around card. I think the problem is that building around it doesn't really have the most amazing payoff. So yeah, it's fine. Then we get Phase 3 Dark Trooper. This is a strict upgrade in green for the Cell Block Guard, which you were playing previously, because this is a 3/3 Sentinel for 3, which also has, when combat damage is dealt to this unit, you give an experience token. So it needs to survive the damage. But yeah, basically, as long as you're clearing very small stuff, or like, you know, things have sacked them into it, you can get some value out of this. Now, are you going to realistically make this thing very, very big? Probably not. I will say, of course, Incinerator Trooper much better in the context of Moff Gideon, because you're swinging for 3 and you're instantly doing 3s. It's actually quite decent, but yeah, all of this in the context of the deck is much better. Our next exclusive is Gideon's Light Cruiser. So this is an 8-drop 7/8 Overwhelm. When played, if you control Moff Gideon, you play a villainy unit that costs 3 or less from your hand or discard pile for free. So not quite as good as Vader, but I think probably a card we need to discuss more. I think this card is being slept on. I think it's very, very, very strong. It's a 7/8 Overwhelm for 8 that's giving you another 3-drop as well. So the moment, you know, this starts hitting, it's going to be really, really, really powerful. And then finally, we've got Calculated Lethality. So this is a 4-drop that says defeat a non-leader unit that costs 3 or less. For each upgrade that was on that unit, give an experience token to a friendly unit. So this is reeks of sideboard for very specific format. So actually, really, if you look through these cards, none of them are anywhere near as good as the Mandalorian's exclusives. Really, the only one here that I'm seeing with really strong potential is Gideon's Light Cruiser. This is a strict upgrade in green, but like, not, you know, I really don't think it's that crazy. So yeah, overall, I think the value of the sort of additional cards you're getting is much stronger in the Mandalorian deck, but I think the green deck is probably stronger in this sort of sealed environment 1-on-1. So I would expect Gideon to be taking a lot more games than the Mandalorian in 1v1 here, but in 1v1 here, but in like general play, I'd expect it to be the other way around. So is this worth it? Well, it retails for £30. So if you value each of the starter deck exclusive cards at £1, which is probably how much you will be paying for the organized play version, that is £24 in value there. Value each of the rares at £1 and value the leader at £1, and you're already at 30. So in terms of the monetary value, it's fine. I think, as I say, if you're an experienced player, you probably don't really need most of these reprints. You don't massively care about them. You're only really here for the new cards. And in that case, you might as well just buy the hyperspace versions from the organized play kits. And if you probably won't do a pre-release anyway, so you'll already have these leaders. So the one thing saying is, if you didn't go to a pre-release, and then this is the most easily accessible way to get these leaders if you really want to play them. If you're a new player, I thoroughly recommend this. I think either the set 1 or the set 2 starter deck is going to be a great introduction to the game, going to teach you the rules. I would recommend set 2 over set 1. I think there's a lot more interesting mechanics in here, right? Like, you're getting smuggle, you're getting capture, right? You're getting all these new mechanics plus all the old ones. So it is just going to teach you a more representative game. But there we go, that is it. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, subscribe for lots more Star Wars Unlimited content, and hope to see you guys in the next video. Cheers.